Okay, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. The last time we left off, you may remember that we were out here in the shallow canyon on Minimus. Now, though, we are planning a new expedition. We are planning to go to Duna. But there's been a change of plans. We're not going to take and go there in a manned mission, but rather we're going to go there on a unmanned mission. And I thought I equipped this with a protractor, but I guess not. So, we are going to go back to Space Center. And we're going to go ahead and get our rover mission going to Duna. So, we want our Duna rover, which we called Roller. Mostly this is going to be just for a little bit of fun. We are going to take a tug. The tug is actually going to stay there. This is equipped with MechJeb, and the only reason that I use MechJeb on this program is more for the fact that I cannot dock for crap. Every time I try to dock, I have a problem. The other thing on this tug is this one's not as fancy as my lander tug. It doesn't have the little cute little dish on it to make it look pretty. Now, the one thing I will put on this is a protractor, so it gives me an idea of when my launch window is. As you can see, there's docking ports on here, and this will actually come in handy when we go to do our lander mission. Now we'll go ahead and check our staging real quick, as well as our custom one. Okay, custom one locks our steering. That decouples, and 3 locks our gimbaling. So we just have to remember that. Okay, so we have our 6, 7 engines that decouple in order. And then decouples here. And we're going to do one other thing here. We're going to throw some of these on here. And those will fire when this decouples. And this will push this, should push this back into the surface. Okay, then we have our parachutes and our 4 little rockets if we need them for our little sky crane. Now, I know sky cranes shouldn't have legs, but for this one I put legs on it just to help me land it a little easier. Okay, so let's go ahead and launch this into space. Now, I'm actually going to mute myself before takeoff, and I'm going to speed this part of the video up so we don't have to watch the whole thing. So when I talk to you again, it'll be in orbit. Okay, and we are back. As you can see, we are in a pretty good size orbit. 106, 124. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so now with Protractor, what this is going to tell me is where are we in relation to the other planets. So if I click on Duna, you can see right there. But we don't want angle, we want time. And time, I do believe we are right on schedule. Scroll out. Duna is, look at that, Duna's right there. So technically it's a little bit ahead of us further than we would normally want, but that should be okay. Scroll back in. We want to burn right about here. Go ahead and turn that off. Oops. Crud. Let's try that again. Come a little, oops, we'll come a little after. A little after sunset. Oops. This is the harder part, lining up the orbits. Okay, so we have an encounter. We need an 11-minute and 22-second burn, or let's see here, 5 minutes. Let's see, 5.5 minutes is about 5 minutes and 40. We'll say 45 seconds of a burn beforehand. So we'll go ahead and speed up our time here just a little bit. Actually, before I go too much further, make sure my microphone's back on. Yes, it is. Okay. So, we will take a 5:45 burn, and that'll put us, oops, let's go ahead and give it the beans. And it does look like we're burning towards the planet, but, oh. Hopefully it didn't detach anything. Okay, it didn't. These atomic motors are very, very, very efficient. So, even though our periapsis right now is shrinking, in just a little bit longer, it'll start to increase. And I do apologize if you hear something in the background running. There's a farmer who's working his field tonight. And apparently, I don't think it'll pick it up, but just in case it does, just so that way you know why. Ooh, that's going to be an awfully close. Come on, inertia. as I don't dip below 70,000, I should be okay. It should start picking back up here very soon. You can see our periapsis is starting to climb. Or apoapsis, excuse me. The periapsis is shrinking now. And that's because I'm facing the ground right now as I burn. But as I get closer, that should start to pick back up. That's the plan anyways. So why are we doing a rover mission first? Well, this way we can get an idea of where we want to land. And if we have an idea where we want to land, maybe we can start doing little missions where our Kerbal rides around on a little rover. That's at least what I was thinking. Okay, yeah, we should be fine. We should start picking up velocity pretty soon. Well, actually, we are picking up velocity. We should start picking up height or altitude pretty soon, though. So I know I said I wouldn't use mods, but I have not used MechJeb at all since I started this mission, and I plan on keeping it that way. So hopefully I'm starting to get a little nervous now, because this should be picking up. Once I break the horizon, it should start kicking over. I just don't want that to fall too far. Yeah, see, it's starting to slow down now. Okay. We're okay. We are fine. Yeah, like I said, these atomic motors are very efficient. They haven't even hardly burned off any fuel yet. All that burning so far hasn't even touched the first tank. Now, I could theoretically get away with just having one of these in these 3 tanks, but 2 gives me a little more delta V, I think. I could be wrong. Okay, well, we've hit the periapsis right about now. And now it's going to start going the other way. There it goes. It's going to start climbing. And it's going to start climbing in a big hurry as we're moving at almost 2 kilometers a minute. Or no, 2 kilometers a second. Almost 3 kilometers a second. And there you can see the one big mountain in Kerbal, on Kerbin. So hopefully, all goes well, we'll be on our way to Duna. Not sure why the audio keeps cutting out. That glow from the engines. I don't think I have... Oh, I do have lights on the roller. He's got headlights, so he can see. Hopefully, though, this doesn't take too much longer. I'm only 1 million out, and this is 11 million. So, we'll just wait here and see how much longer it'll take. As you can see over here, here's Mun. And I think Minimus is actually behind Kerbin right now. Yep, Minimus is behind Kerbin, so you won't see that. Not for a while. Should start hurrying up and getting out of here. It's not exactly a pretty orbit, but it'll do for what we need. So just stay on this. You can see Mech-Jeb down there just glowing away. And like I said, that's mostly just for my docking maneuvers. And there is a reason why I left it on the tug. The other thing I did is why I put Protractor on here is because I want to test something when I get to Duna. If I'm right, it should show me Kerbin as being one of the planets, and then I can adjust my time index to that. And if that's the case, I'll take a satellite out there and name it Timekeeper. Or Timekeeper 2. But apparently I'm going to have to redesign Timekeeper and put Timekeeper back out there. Okay, so we are this is a very, very long burn. Oh, come on, please be right for once. I've been practicing these maneuvers for quite a while, so I'm getting a little better at them, but not 100%. I'm sure someone will say, oh, we had a moon encounter. So we would have hit the moon right about here in quite a few days. About a day. Okay, it's time to come back out here. Okay, we're almost there. This takes the longest part of the time right here, is getting this done. Because everything has to line up just right, or at least close to it. And I know there's people out there that can do this a lot better than I can. I don't care. This is not a true tutorial, this is just me having fun playing Kerbal. So, hopefully, someone's enjoying it, and maybe learning a little something afterwards of what to do and what not to do. Gotta keep myself lined up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and drop this node out. We're just going to see where we're at. Okay. Okay, well, we are 2 million meters away from Duna. So in the next episode, we will be leaving the sphere of influence of Kerbin behind us, along with Moon, Minimus, because now you can see Minimus right there, right above the landing gear at the top here. Right there. If you see where the highlighted green is, Minimus is right above it. And the next time, we will be getting right into an orbit around Duna. Until then, hopefully you've had fun watching. Like, favorite, subscribe. And until next time, have fun out there.